All right, so coming off their win, their domination of the Miami Dolphins, possibly sticking a fork in the Tua Tagovailoa, Mike McDaniel regime, Mike's Cleveland Browns are where is this game being played? It's at New
Yeah.
England. So the
And
rookie quarterback's going on the road to face one of the hottest teams in the league right now,
yep.
and one of the hottest quarterbacks in Drake May. But hey, Mike, if there's one thing I know about you, it's going to be that you're going to have faith, at least before the game, in the Browns to make something happen. They're 7-point underdogs. What's your read on this game? Are you taking the Browns to cover? Are you taking them to win outright? What's the story, Mike?
So before we get to the game at hand, let's just kind of debrief after that Dolphins game. Right now, a couple weeks ago, I forced the rage. The rage was there. Now, if you're mad at the performance that you just had, you're forcing the rage because there's another team that we looked at on Sunday that is in a much worse position than we are, and it was refreshing to see for the first time in a while. Like, my gosh, the grass isn't always as brown on the other side and dead and just covered with cockroaches.
You had the less bad left-handed Hawaiian quarterback for once.
And that's huge. That is huge. No, there's, but to put on the critical hat, the Browns defense over the past couple of weeks did not show up, and we were kind of chalking it all up to the offense not putting up points, the offense not staying on the field. One thing that I kind of like have gotten have reeled back for myself on this is you can't, as a defense, let what the offense is doing dictate your energy when you get on the field. And that's exactly what we were saying. And I mean, it's easy to say you can get dejected. They're still professional football players at the end of the day. And that's a lot of what I think we were seeing. This week, I don't think it mattered. I mean, offense got a couple of plays. We got a special teams turnover. But, we had the Dolphins at 2nd and 22, and we let them get a field goal on that drive. When they went into the half, they corrected stuff. The defense turned up. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if this game was as much of a statement for the Browns as more so just a stamp on it that the Dolphins are a complete mess. But assisted by penalties, Browns offense did a solid job, I thought, of finishing drives. That's something positive. You held Tua to 4 yards per pass play. That's big. He got outgained by Quinn Ewers. They did a great job of capitalizing on the problems. It was you were beating a dead dog right there. It's but I was very happy to see Carl Schlesinger, Mason Graham, Grant Delpit balled out in this game. We got a lot of pressure on the defensive line. Schlesinger looked great. Grant Delpit's a lockdown when you're facing a team that's, like I said, it's very hard to. I'll just say, how I view it now is I want to be unfair and have the bar so highly set for the defense because that is what is expected, kind of, with this team. That's how they're created. That is just how it's played out. I was very happy to see we had way more different plays when it came to first down and short yardages on offense. That was refreshing to see. We saw good play designs. We saw good screen plays that went through. We didn't this time. We didn't run the ball as efficiently. We got 3 touchdowns. But we're going to have to go up against a team that is not the Miami Dolphins next week. We were able to benefit from Miami. We were very reliant on chunk plays from Quinshon Judkins against, just a dejected and very poor defensive line. That helped out. One thing I will say, Dillon Gabriel came out as a neutral in this game. He didn't lose us the game. He didn't win us the game. That was characterized more by what he didn't allow to happen. I give him a C-, and that's what I give him. But he's doing just enough to keep him on the field. We'll flip the page. Right now we got a defense that we're going up against, giving up the 9th most passing yards in the league thus far. That's 235 passing yards. Dillon Gabriel's
sounds like Dillon Gabriel breakout game incoming.
Dillon Gabriel's over-under is set at about 180.5, so I wouldn't go too far.
Under.
Thank you, Christian. They got to pick up momentum. They got to flip the page. That game, as much as it mattered when it happened, it does not matter now. It does not matter. But this is our second win of the season. This is momentum. You have no other choice than to build on. Dillon Gabriel's progressed nicely, I guess. I mean, sort of. You know, he's developed, I'll say.
Come on.
I think we've heard bodes of confidence from Jerry Jeudy that he's playing with confidence. He's understanding
his teammates, the guy who's counting on him to throw him the ball.
hey, man.
If it came from Jerry Jeudy, then never mind. Of course he's playing well. What are we thinking?
He's okay. I mean, he's getting more comfortable in these starts. He's got a lot more to learn. There's a lot that can still happen. Listen, I all I'm going to say is if you're forcing the rage on this team, this was not the week you're forcing it. They played well. You take it, you move on. Now you're going up against Mike Vrabel and a red hot Patriots team. I am very worried as we go into Foxborough. This is a quarterback in Drake May who is looking very good. This is a Patriots defense that is looking inspired for the first time in years. Believe the line opened up at 7. I think it's still at 7. What I got right now for him. Here's what needs to happen, because I think it's going to be in the cards when it comes. Why Stefanski is not calling run plays when we get behind, even though it's our strength, even though he's very quick to dump the running game when he thinks we're screwed, and that can't happen.
So you're saying run Quinshawn when you're down 2 scores, or what are we talking about here?
Yes. Yeah. Well, there's a lack of ability for him right now to energize this offense when things aren't going well. Dillon Gabriel's abilities become exposed and then irrelevant once, we get down. Oh man, I want to be critical. He won the game.
He's looking for any path to pick the Browns here. He's excruciating himself.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be tough. The Patriots run defense is really good. Their pass defense is actually a little bit susceptible. Yeah. I think they're like the 9th worst in yards given up to opposing quarterbacks, but their run defense is really good. And unfortunately, I just don't trust Dillon Gabriel to exploit that. I mean, I think this is going to have to be you're going to need points at a premium defensive battle, I think, for the Browns to cover the 7.
I think
you're also going to need Myles Garrett to dampen the Drake May level.
Legacy. It's a legacy Myles Garrett game. You're gonna need like 2.5 sacks.
Going to be up against a rookie offensive tackle too, who's been playing well, but it is Myles Garrett that he's going to be facing. So
What
it's a
I'm
big challenge.
what I'm very critical of though is I feel like Dylan Gabriel is kind of like, I mean, he's like coach's pet. And I really
He's a
think,
rookie quarterback. What do you want him to be?
yeah, I know, but he doesn't seem. But like I don't think Kevin Stefanski knows how to utilize the run game effectively when Dylan Gabriel's the quarterback. Obviously, because of the given limitations of what he has there, on the field. If you're a Gabriel stan, I salute, brother. I don't know how you're doing that, but
So you're turning the corner. You're not a Gabriel stan.
I don't
Oh,
think
he's
I
a
ever
Shador guy.
should
Mike's
thus.
a Shador guy.
No, I'm a Deshaun Watson when he comes back. Make
You're
it worth that
just
contract.
in lolly land.
He's you're not going to make him into anything that he isn't. Is what I'm trying to say. I expect the Patriots at home to. I like us in the first half to cover. I expect we will get our asses handed to us.
And there you have it.
This team is just way too hot. And I mean, it's more so. I think we'll be able to neutralize the run game, but then everyone's been saying, "Let Drake May beat you," and he has been, and that's what I'm worried about when it comes time to it. Now, do I think we have some advantages in the secondary against Keyshawn Boutte and Stephon Diggs? Absolutely. But if the pass rush is going to get there, Drake May is going to be a mobile quarterback and get out of that. I just don't see a path to victory in this one for the Browns. But just don't give up on the run game, Kevin Stefanski, when we get down inevitably, and just don't make this guy throw it 45 times. And maybe we'll back our way into a cover with a teaser, probably at about 13.5, 14.5. Love that for us. If that was the opening line, hammer the Browns.
If you can get him at 14.5, I'd take almost any team in football. But I mean, here's the thing. My read on this game, quick, Mike, is that the way the Browns stay in it is, if, to your point, I'll say, they control the ball, they allow the game to take care of business on defense against Drake May if he has a regressive game. But man, this is going to be tough to expect Dylan Gabriel to go into Foxborough as a rookie, with the Patriots fans probably being as energized as any game they've had probably since Tom Brady left. This is probably going to be the most hyped that a Patriots fan base has been, just in terms of sheer belief in this team and how loud they're going to be and how much they believe. So this is going to be an incredibly tough game for Dylan Gabriel. It's going to be a major test. Could get ugly. We talked about the Patriots' limitations in their passing defense, but Dylan Gabriel certainly has some limitations as a passer himself. Even if it goes wrong, I don't think this would be the game that you plug Shador in. But hey, he is the backup quarterback, right? So at this point, where are you on that scale, Mike? Where are you on the let's put in Shador? Do you still think it happens this year, and does it happen this week, do you think? By the way, I'm taking Patriots, in case it wasn't clear. I'm taking Patriots to cover, and it's probably going to be my lock of the week. Would be Patriots covering 7 in this game. If it somehow got down to 6.5,
I'm seeing 6.5.
if it's 6.5, that's definitely my lock of the week. Condolences, Mike, but it's going to be brutal in that case.
It's going to be tough. And the Patriots really, like, their injury report is not the laundry list that we have. I mean, we have just about every defensive lineman questionable. Denzel Ward, Tyson Campbell, Rayshon Jenkins. It's going to be an uphill battle. I think if you can get the Patriots at 6.5, you're sitting absolutely pretty. I don't think the Browns cover in this game. I don't even know if the Browns are going to score over 14 points in this game. But I don't even know what I'd like to see. Dylan Gabriel doesn't turn the ball over again, and maybe let's call some plays that are a little bit more than, maybe try 17 yards down the field or something. And like what I think is going to be nice is having David Njoku back. I think that might actually give him, a big body to target in, medium range depth that can create with the ball in his hands. Maybe get us some chunk plays. Maybe we chew the clock down a little bit. The spread, like I said, take him on the teaser. I would not take him with the 7.5. Likely probably going to move up to 8.5. I still probably wouldn't. But, a win's a win. Yep.
The only 6.5 I'm seeing is on ESPN Bet, and it's -125. So heavily juiced 6.5.
Not what you like to
but
see.
It's 6.5. I mean, look, Mike, you talked about it a lot, but I mean, if one of our other sicko listeners who might be a Browns fan or like the Browns this week, you've got to this is a typical. If you like the Browns, you got to like the under too, because I think that's the only way that they cover 7 is if this is a 22-16 game or something like that. The total's 40.5, so it's just got to be something ugly. And the Patriots offense this year has just shown that I as good as the Browns defense is, I just see the Patriots offense themselves at least getting to like 21-24, and then there might be a Dylan Gabriel turnover in there at some point just from being a rookie quarterback on the road. So I'll take the Patriots as well at the 6.5 though. That's out there in the market just to save me a half point, but I like them at 7 too.
Well, in that case, I'll take him at 6.5 too. If we're keeping track there.
Do we want to? How do we want to grade
No,
it?
I'll
How do we
take
want
him
to
at
grade
7.
it?
I'll take him at 7.
Okay, I think let's do 7. Let's put our money where our mouth is.
The most important thing in this game that I'm going to be looking for is, do we have an offensive formula that's going to be sustained, or are we, SOL? And
Mike,
I'm leaning SOL. But
Mike, I have a question, but if you want to
Go
finish
ahead.
your thought,
that was
okay.
my
What are the odds you think that any quarterback on the Browns starting or on the Browns roster right now, let's include Deshaun Watson in that. What are the chances that one of those 3 quarterbacks is the quarterback next season for the Browns? Do you think? And what would let's say Dylan Gabriel have to do to be the starter next year? But do you think any of those guys in the roster right now are is a starter next year?
no.
No, huh?
No. I'd rather us just find the suitor. Find the suitor for Deshaun Watson, give him what he wants, and just tear the Band-Aid off.
They're going to be lining down the block to trade for Deshaun Watson.
Are you stapling both your first round pick and the Jags first round pick to him?
Exactly. I mean, I think we're gonna. That's the thing. I think we're just, by way of not completely screwing ourselves, and just let's see what he's got at the end of the year when we're playing when it's cold out, and these guys are still gonna have to go out there and play professional football.
Make him earn that $200 million guarantee.
Yeah, exactly. Get out there, dude. Show us something. Dude, I'm the poking the dead body. Come on, do something.
Yeah.
He's got to show something to make even blindly convince me that go on some sort of run in the last 3 games. Throw 3 touchdowns in each. Something to build on. If he comes out ass, blow it up.
Pretty
That's
likely.
Like 90. Yeah, it's like a 90% scenario. Probably higher even.
Okay, I asked Turtle this, but I want to know yours, Mike. What's the hot seat at right now? Scale of 1 to 10 for Stefanski.
I
mean, a week ago you were saying to replace him with Gruden.
Yeah, no, it went from I think it went from 8.5 to like 8.3. And I mean, it's not, if they would have lost to the Miami Dolphins we at least have the rookie quarterback. He can say, this is a project. Maybe we got something going. if that would have been at like 15 if we lost the Miami Dolphins and came out flat. We didn't look flat. We came out and played inspired football against a team we were expected to beat, that I said we were going to beat, and we beat them. So from 8.5 to 8.3.
Yeah, I think to that point, guys, you guys are kind of overplaying who New England has played. I think this is going to be a much closer game than we anticipate. I think the New England offensive line has not really been tested to this point. Yes, it was a big win versus Buffalo, but that was not a good defense that they beat in Buffalo. I think this O-line is still completely untested in New England. I think Cleveland's going to have its way, similar to Seattle having its way with Houston. And we see that causes a lot of mayhem and can really dictate the outcome of some games. Now, Kayshon Boutte, he's been balling out. If he gets past past the back end and coverage, he's definitely going to pop off. I do like whatever his over in yards is. Drake May has been a great passer of the football, but I think with this team, if you can limit the run, they don't have as much success. Buffalo was not a good defense when they played them. They beat them 23-20. They did lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cleveland Browns fought the Pittsburgh Steelers pretty hard. I expect a similar type of game to that. I do expect a 21-14 beat-em-up game. If Cleveland can turn the ball over, maybe get a score on defense or special teams, they really do have a shot here. And again, this defense can really play into the weaknesses of the New England Patriots. I think they can really shock some people here. And again, that week 1 loss to Vegas, they didn't look good. Gave up plenty of points to Miami. Pittsburgh beat them. I think we're giving a lot of credit to a New England team instead of just realizing they have a really easy schedule. Really easy schedule.
Christian, you may have just talked me out of the Patriots, man.
Oh, wow.
This Browns defense is going to be.
I'm going to pull a mic and I'm going to flip-flop. Not flip-flop onto the Browns, but I think Christian just talked me out of the Patriots. Because it does seem like such an obvious pick. And
give me the obvious pick.
Christian may have just talked me out of it, man. I don't know if I can do it anymore.
Christian also talked me out of picking the Bears or picking the Lions over the Bears in week 2.
So we had him, bro. The ref stole the game.
He's a trickster.
You know it. You know the ref stole the game.
For the record, I'm taking the Pats. I'm taking the Pats off my board. I will not be betting them on Sunday. They're off for me. Christian talked me out of it, and I'm cool with that decision. If they end up covering, I'm fine with it. But I liked Christian's points there.
I think it's going to be one of the toughest. I think it probably is the toughest defense that they're going to play all year.
You know what? I actually think that made me like the under. To be honest,
I do. Yeah, I think 17.
It's a low under, isn't it?
Yeah,
40.5. It's close.
40.5, and we're the 17 merchants. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the under. Yeah, 22-17. This game's gonna end with the Pats winning,
and the Browns cover.
Yeah.
Give me the Browns. Let's do it. I'm always taking them.
I did not think I would be the only one here taking the.
I'm not taking
Patriots to cover.
I'm not taking the Browns because the Browns could easily put up 6 points or something like that. I can see that happening.
But you're taking them to cover, right?
Actually, take that off.
No.
No, I see what you're saying.
I'm just taking the under. I'm not laying it with the Patriots anymore because Christian made some points about their schedule and who they played, and then I thought about that Buffalo game, and I'm like, well, actually, it turns out Buffalo is really not all that good either right now. So then I was like, their schedule is actually kind of weak, and they're getting overly gassed up. So
I'm lean Patriots in the under.
And Browns first half, right?
Browns first half, absolutely.
All right.